My name is Brittany Mobley, and I'm going to be presenting the Gertz and Robert Welch case in 1974. I just wanted to share this common law note for the Gertz versus Welch case before moving along. Under the First Amendment, there is no such thing as a false idea. However, an opinion may seem, we depend for its correction not on the conscience of judges and juries, but on the competition of other ideas. Who are the parties to the case? What was the petitioner, a private person or a public figure? Robert Welch, which was the respondent, is a magazine publisher who warned his readers that a national police was being developed that supported communism. Respondent ran an article which accused Elmer Gertz, who was the petitioner, of being the architect of a frame-up, a Leninist, and a communist fronter for bringing suit against a local police officer who killed a child. In the article, Welch implied that petitioner had a criminal record, but he had no effort to verify any of the statements published. Gertz was a private person, but was neither a public official nor a public figure. Robert Winborn Welch Jr. was born on December 1st, 1899, died January 6, 1985, and was an American businessman, a political activist, and an author. He was pretty wealthy following his retirement, and he became a highly controversial target of criticism by liberals. This is Elmer Gertz, a criminal lawyer, author, and civic leader. What are the alleged defamatory statements about Gertz in the American Opinion article? The alleged defamatory states about Gertz in the American Opinion article discuss that petitioner had been an official of the Marxist League for an Industrial Democracy, originally known as the Intercollegiate Socialist Society, which has advocated the violent seizure of our government. It labeled Gertz a Leninist and a communist fronter. It also stated that Gertz had been an officer of the National Lawyers Guild, described as a communist organization that probably did more than any other outfit to plan a communist attack on the Chicago police during the 1968 Democratic Convention. What was done to confirm the accuracy of these allegations against Gertz? Gertz knew that the outcome of the trial might hinge on his ability to show by clear and convincing evidence that Welch acted with reckless disregard for the truth, and this question remained open throughout the trial. Although the court initially concluded that the applicability of the New York Times rule depended on the petitioner's status as a public figure, the court did not decide that the petitioner was not a public figure until all the evidence had been presented. How do you think these allegations affected Gertz's reputation? I believe that Gertz would be seen as an untrustworthy person because he basically didn't respond. Gertz made no effort to verify any of the statements published, which left a lot of the case unsolved properly. This would have caused an issue because he could have been withholding additional information, and this could possibly deem his provided information as not being factual. What would you have done differently than Welch to avoid the lawsuit? If I were Welch, I would have not done anything differently. When the murder of a child is at hand, I think that reactions and handling things a certain way should be considered. However, his role as a magazine publisher is to make his story stand out and to make an impact. That's what he did by providing insight on this case and using it against Gertz. What is your state's defamation law? I'm from Michigan. In Michigan, the elements of a defamation claim are a false and defamatory statement concerning a plaintiff, an unprivileged publication to a third party, fault amounting at least to negligence on the part of the publisher, and either actionability of the statement irrespective of special harm or the existence of actual harm caused by the publication. How can you relate what you learned from the Sullivan and Gertz cases to your future work in the communications industry? Based on the Sullivan and Gertz case, I learned to be accurate with factual information and how to follow through with doing so. When it comes to the communication industry, I understand that knowing the law and what applies is beneficial, especially as a professional communicator. This will help me prepare for what should be communicated effectively, how and when it should be properly communicated, and also to what extent.